Wow. I like how they tagged that. La 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 da da da. Very full, multifaceted arrangement. Hey everybody, welcome back. Welcome to the Ultimate World Music Reaction channel. It's me, Rosalie. I'm really happy that you're here. I'm making my way through the list of different requests that you have been asking for. We're going to check out a band named Opeth. Opeth, I hope I'm saying it right. They are from Stockholm, Sweden. They are a progressive metal and rock band formed in 1990. And we're going to check out their song Ghost of Perdition. I wasn't sure which one to review, so I think I'm going to check out their official live video. The actual lyric video has millions of views, and this one has 240,000. Today's shout out goes to Dan M. Thank you so much for your patience and for suggesting this. And yeah, as always, make sure to subscribe. And here we go. Real quick, so this is really heavy. This is really heavy, and I don't understand what they're saying. I personally, my initial response is usually like, this is not my style, but I try to be open-minded. Perdition, the word perdition from in Christian theology is this state of eternal punishment and damnation into which a sinful and unrepentant person goes after death. Ghost of Perdition. That's the name of this song. But I can't understand what they're saying. The subtitles are not available on this, so I'm going to check out their lyrics afterward. Already very heavy. Very, very heavy.
Devil cracked the earth, the shelf, and told you was the one. You walked down to the room and said you had to live before you die young. Devil cracked the earth, the shelf, and told you was the one. You walked down to the room and said you have to live before you die young.
It's really heavy and dark, but what's interesting is that they have these unique elements that really show their skill set as musicians. The drums, the electric guitar, even the way that they're singing in unison, and then at one point I think I heard harmonies, dum dum. Like there's these elements that are surprising that almost they fit well and it kind of flows together, but it's surprising because in a whole, from looking at it as one whole, to me it just sounds heavy and kind of dark. Let's keep going. See? See, like this is what I'm talking about. It's so, but then you have these elements of la 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 da da. Like he's saying it higher, but beautiful voice, like almost airy in a way, and soothing, which is really weird when you're thinking heavy and metal. Wow, that's beautiful. Wow, wow, the harmonies here. This is a unique composition. The notes they're using here. This is a long track. Like there's so many elements here. It's this musical journey, like a full on just composition. That bass player, some of those riffs on that bass, it's easy to like focus on some of the main things. Naturally, for me, it would be vocals, right? Songwriting, stuff like that. The psychology, how it makes me feel, perhaps trying to decipher what the lyrics mean. But these elements, the drummer is good. The vocals, I've already talked about it, but the harmonies, really interesting texture, interesting dynamics, surprising at times. But that bass right there,
to see our beloved son in this bed of water to drown.
This is crazy. I mean, this is not what I would listen to in my own time. And like I said, because we're all about psychology, because I'm not used to it, that's not my normal forte. My emotional response from the get go was like, mm. And then I read, Perdition and some of the lyrics. I'm like, oh, feels dark. And even, but when you look at it just from a musical standpoint, the ability that these the ability with these different vocal performances from that airy high voice and those soothing sounds and higher notes to that low growl roar technicality. I mean, you've got to be skilled, but even just the way that they were just playing together, the riffs and how it's all perfectly in sync. I mean, we're talking crazy riffs just jumping on that electric guitar, perfectly in sync with the drums, perfectly in sync with all the other instruments, and them all just doing these riffs and runs in perfect synchronicity or complementing each other really well. It's impressive. And then back to that airiness, right? Wow. 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 I like how they tagged that la 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 da da da. Like even those notes, that note progression is really catchy. Very long, very full, multifaceted arrangement here. I mean, like I said, even those changes in vocals from that airy higher, the harmonies, almost heavenly like, which was interesting. Big complementation because the song is titled Ghost of Perdition. Maybe one could say sounded more like a spirit ghost, more airy, but then also to that deep growl, which sounded more like perdition, Satan, devil, right? Danger, doom, gloom. And then the arrangement, that those bass riffs, the composition, the whole medley between drums, electric guitar, bass, the keyboard. It all worked really well together, but you can tell these are highly skilled musicians. The lyrics are interesting. I looked up songmeaning.com just to see what some people say, and I'm seeing comments here about it could figure some type of possession of Satan, or simply that she's accepted Satan into her life. A warning no one read, it says in the lyrics, meaning maybe she hid this from others. Maybe she's acting like she's a Christian. Rode into the dark, unaware, winding ever higher, is what the lyrics say again. And maybe it's something about to see a beloved son in despair of what's to come. Maybe the son, it's this one person says, knowing that his mother is going mad, knows of what's soon to come, which is death. And maybe my addition would be a fear of her salvation, of her eternal damnation, aka perdition. Another person said that it has this idea that it's a classic death metal voices, that growling in the growling. Then this comment said, self-explanatory in the sense that the mother is possessed and a demon kills her. And maybe this could be interpreted in a couple of ways, that perhaps the main character is running away, and or the commenter says the dark unaware could mean he has dabbled in the black unholy arts. After this soft interlude, we continue the story as he talks of the reaper coming to stalk his mother. And then perhaps this line that talks of, if one cut the source of the flow and everything would change, would conviction fall? Meaning perhaps that his mother's soul was taken as a payment to the devil. Very interesting. What do you guys think? I'm not sure how to interpret the lyrics. They're heavy and they sound very dark. But I do see this idea perhaps here of someone being possessed and being punished, or of the consequences of making that pact, and that interesting back and forth between that, what could be on one hand that ghostly vibe, or perhaps heavenlier, light-hearted versus the devil, the dark. It's interesting. It was not something I would listen to on my own time, but I was impressed with the musical composition and their musical abilities here. What did you think? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you on the next ride. Ayo!